Hello and welcome to the InterStim X System Patient Therapy Frequently Asked Questions video. Today we'll cover the most frequently asked questions by patients just like you about using and maintaining your system, therapy experience, medical procedures, and travel. Let's get started. The most frequently asked questions we receive about the InterStim X system concern medical tests and procedures. You may be wondering, can I have an MRI? You may be full body scan eligible, meaning any part of the body, under certain conditions. Your healthcare provider will determine whether you meet those conditions when you're implanted. You can check your MRI eligibility with your smart programmer or by following the link on the QR code shown here to learn more. To do that, just open the camera app on your phone and hold your phone steady over the code. Then just tap the pop-up link that appears to watch the video. For more information, please see the MRI instruction section of the Patient Therapy Handbook. You may also be wondering, will medical tests affect my therapy? Most routine medical tests such as X-rays, CT scans, and diagnostic ultrasounds should not affect your therapy. Remember, it's important to notify the healthcare provider ordering the test that you have this device. Contact your healthcare provider or Medtronic Patient Services at 800-510-6735 for safety information. What if the InterStim X My Therapy app or programmer isn't responding? First, make sure both the programmer and communicator are charged. If they are charged and the app or programmer is still unresponsive, restart the programmer by holding down the power button on the side of the programmer and tap Restart to reboot it. Ensuring your equipment is ready when you need it is important. So you might be wondering, can I leave the smart programmer and communicator plugged into the wall? To help preserve the batteries in your programmer and communicator, it's best to unplug accessories once they have reached a full charge. Just like your cell phone, regular recharging of your programmer and communicator are recommended to ensure they're available for use. So, what happens if you lose one of your therapy accessories? If one of your accessories is broken or lost, please contact Medtronic Patient Services at 800-510-6735 to assist. Now that we've explored the system components, it's time to shift our focus to the heart of the matter, your therapy experience. In the next section, we'll delve into what you can expect throughout your therapy journey. Starting with the question, do I need to feel the stimulation in order for the therapy to work? The answer is no. When your therapy is initially turned on, you may feel a sensation that most people describe as a tingling, flutter, or vibration in the pelvic area. It should not be painful. That sensation may dissipate over time and you may eventually feel nothing. This is normal and does not mean adjustments need to be made. Remember, as long as you're having 50% or greater symptom improvement, the therapy is working. Another question you might have about therapy is, what makes one program different from another? The wire that is stimulating your nerve is comprised of 4 contact points or electrodes. Each of these electrodes stimulate your nerve at different locations, which can impact your symptom relief. Your healthcare provider will select the optimal program for you. So, what should you do if you are no longer getting relief? First, use your programmer to make sure your stimulation is on. Please see the How to Operate Your System section of the Patient Therapy Handbook for more detailed instructions. If the stimulation is on, adjust your stimulation or switch programs as directed by your healthcare provider. With a clear understanding of therapy and system components, you're now ready to explore new horizons, including travel. Next, we'll tackle frequently asked questions about managing your therapy while away from home, ensuring you can travel with confidence and ease. You may be wondering, should I bring my programmer and communicator with me when I travel? Yes. Keep your smart programmer with you at all times in the event you need to adjust or turn off stimulation. For convenience and device protection, store your programmer and communicator in your carrying case while traveling. You may be wondering, what do I do at the airport? Show your patient ID card and ask to bypass the security system or undergo a manual search. If you must walk through the system, first turn off your therapy. Then turn your therapy back on after your security scan. You may also be wondering, can I use my programmer during air travel? The answer is yes. While in flight, turn your programmer off or use airplane mode to disable cellular function as required by the airline. You can still make therapy adjustments in airplane mode. Just make sure to turn airplane mode off after your flight. Now that we've covered the most frequently asked questions about the InterStim X system, I want to remind you that the Patient Therapy Handbook includes a lot of helpful information about operating and managing your therapy. And of course, if you have any technical questions, you can reach out to Medtronic Patient Services at 800-510-6735, or you can use the QR code shown here to find additional information in the Medtronic Patient Implant Information Library. Your InterStim X system helps achieve bladder or bowel control, but you should continue any lifestyle changes, like avoiding dietary triggers, that you and your healthcare provider have discussed. These habits will still be helpful. Thank you for being part of the Medtronic family.